And welcome to stint number 4.
So they're just setting up here now. The GT cars are just starting to line up behind the P1s, the DPIs, the GPs.
John is about to lead us away on our BMW front row, and we are underway. Green flag here for stint number 4. So Isaac gets a good start.
It's pretty normal for racing, as far as racing goes. No changes in top class just yet, but the BMW of Neb is on him, giving Royzak a bit of a fight here now, starting off, coming down towards Cunningham corner.
There is a battle between the Porsches right at the back of this, just in the back of the image. Kanak onto the grass between the BMW of Rosenquist. Z-Bot, famous name in TORA history. I think won the Karami 9 hours last year. Great win from them. Kanak gets away. BMW Waxy and McLaren of Larita, I should say, fight each other. McLaren gets through on the BMW. And now Cosworth is looking at Waxy. Cosworth tried out inside the hairpin. He's looking for it. On the brakes, BMWs. Cosworth on the inside. Not too messy, nice and clean. But doesn't get through this time.
No matter, because Botron 99 is in third place and holding his own at the moment, with Z-Bot coming down into the right hand of the hairpin. He's on the inside right now. He has to run down towards turn 1. Botron is under pressure from the Cadillac. Cadillac goes to the inside. Will he have a look to the turn? I think he has the inside line here, and Botron might be forced around the outside. He holds around the outside. Botron holds third place around the outside on the Cadillac as they fight their way into turn 2. The Cadillac will have to give it another go.
Great defending there from Botron. Holds around the outside at turn 1. G-Bot doesn't have an answer, but now they're along the side by side. Through Fangio chicane into Cunningham corner and gets it done.
Now keeps it nice and clean through turn 4 on the Gurney blades. We don't all on the back of that Porsche. Williams going to have a look down into the hairpin turn. He's got the inside lay on the brakes. Will he hold? Will he stick it? He looks like to have stuck it down. Wills has conceded position. Walshy has moved up into 5th.
Fight here for now the last car between Mercedes and Corvette. PTG Brains versus BTR and Giordini. The Corvette gets through. Around the outside, final corner. Great move from Brains. Just missed it. Oh, it goes a little bit wide at turn 1.
This PTG Corvette is the sister car to the PTG BMW in Hyperclass. Being led by Neb at
Drew. Gurney on towards Gurney Bend. Gurney Bridge, BMW off the road. This gives the Corvette a run. Between Mercedes and
Maxi up ahead of them. We have another Corvette jumping to Mercedes.
Apex Corvette down into the Giordini.
I think he's gonna make a mistake, and he does. He touches hairpin.
Side by side, Apex Fiat.
Elbows out, guys. Keep it on the track, please. Great racing from these gentlemen here in front of us. Bends into Le Mans curve and back down the all-man straight.
Corvette on Corvette action between Apex and Brains. Apex gets through Brains, ran a little bit wide out of Le Mans curve and gave Apex the run on the Le Mans straight.
Your Halland just got overtaken by PTG Neb. Neb going a bit wide into Sunset Bend, but that would be a problem for him. I mean, he's just showing the power goal celebrities in that BMW, and he's just good connections.
They've been turned to touch. Oh, they all touch, but they all keep it pointing in the right direction. Okay, gets Roddy. Roddy goes a bit wide into tower turn. Oh, he's on the grass.
Very wide.
Cadillac around the outside. He gets him around the outside of Bishop Bend. Good job, Z-Bot. And he comes back at him down the inside. It's Ronnie Zach. Great move.
BTG Brains has lost it on the exit of Sunset Bend. He's smashed it right into the wall. I think he's right there. He should have cut across the bits, I think. I think he would have got away with that one.
He's got 100% damage. Oh.
Yeah, he's got to do a whole lap go like this.
Yeah.
I think he would have been okay to go.
I think he
was. I think he was
just before it.
And we have another car off there in front of him.
Cupid Red Mercedes, that's fully damaged too. Both cars. He's fighting.
Waxy. I think. No, 5% damage on the engine of Waxy, but I don't think.
Gearbox related. Cupid Red with full damage also in the wall at turn 1. Didn't see it happen, just seen it in the background of Brains. Moved back to the pits, and now he's in the grass, knocking all signs onto the road.
Attempt down into the hairpin turn, he goes deep on the inside. I think the McLaren will get the switch back. He does so, Cosmo cannot make it stick unfortunately. Mostly Phantom holds onto position for now. This is a battle for 4th position in the GT class. You've Cosmo going over the outside, and there's a hypercar now getting involved, trying to overtake them. The hypercar of Wills in the Porsche, looking to get past, but these GT cars are fighting right in front of him. He doesn't want to mess up their race. I think he touched the BMW a little bit. He just got around them just about. I think he touched with the BMW of Cosworth. That's not something he would have wanted. He got held up a little bit. I think he won't be too happy with that. But unfortunately, this is what you're looking at when you're fighting slower cars, or when the slower cars are fighting. You get past. And we have Apex Field getting involved. Cosworth is too wide on the exit of Le Mans curve. We have Apex Field fighting the BMW fighting the McLaren. This is a three-way
down the Allman
straight. Will they stick it into Sunset Bend? Someone needs to back out. Someone needs to have a look at it and say, lads, we gotta take it easy. Cosworth holds it. He's after passing Phantom down the straight. I think Phantom has the inside again. Side by side down the start finish straight now. My oh my, keep it clean guys, keep it clean down to start finisher now. Apex Fields looks like he's pushing them down the straight. Cosworth on the inside, I think he might make a stick this time. Apex on the inside is McLaren on the inside of Cosworth. Cosworth a little bit wide, the McLaren back past the BMW again. The Corvette also tried to push his way through. He either got past BMW Cosworth, he's also past the McLaren of Phantom. This is exceptional stuff. Fiat, he's capitalised so well, and now we have the GP car. Rosenquist going wide, he does a little bit of drifting past the GT cars, holds it somehow. How I do not know. Apex Fiat has got past the McLaren and BMW, and Cosworth is getting back past the McLaren of Phantom now. Phantom a little bit wide into the hairpin turn. This is exceptional racing. Class. It is the UWP Racing Project Mayhaker Porsche, and they didn't have a great start, but they're doing okay at the moment.
BMW gets skirmished out of the final corner, but gets a run still on the Mercedes, on the run to turn 1, side by side, trying around the outside. Giordini says go the long way around. The Waxy says I will. Giordini on the brakes. They don't touch luckily. Waxy around the outside and gets Giordini. Giordini will not give up though. BMW defends into turn 2, and Giordini can't get quite close enough from here out of turn 4 on the run to Gurney Bend. On the grass, Giordini also on the grass. When the Mercedes try around the outside. This is what we're here to see. Take it all in. Neb has passed Wills. Wide, Wills gives a run. Not wide. Pushing him through the long curve onto the Allman straight. Wills now definitely has a run, never touching the grass. Wills will have a run all the way down this back straight into Sunset Bend.
While this is happening, Rollysack has gone for his pit stop, which means I think Neb here and pass him. Will
pass.
Will have to pit in a lap or two. He is done on those left rear tyre. He's put a lot of heat through it, and now the right rear has gone out. Now he's everything that he's had in them. And he's still putting a lot of pressure on Neb here. Neb is like, please leave me alone, you've to pit yet, leave me get on with my race. It's a lot of interesting strategies going on. Neb is back in first place now, comfortably in first place I might add. We have...
Zodiac fighting Rosenquist. Rosenquist yet to pit, but Zodiac has gotten past Walshy, will also try to get past. Rosenquist doesn't seem to be giving it up though. All tyres gone. This is definitely the last lap. Rosenquist looking to the inside. Can't get quite close enough.
Onto Allman straight now.
Corner. You'll be on the side, on the outside. They just made the first from their pit stops. Waxy stays ahead. Has me always. Connor gets one there, the touch out of Sunset Bend. On the run to turn one. Cosworth playing on the outside, but he's coming over blocking. Connor looking to the inside, lives though. But then, this has been inside, he's lifted the touch, and almost drifted. Connor on the inside, on the turn two. On the anchors, down the inside. Next stick before the race. Oh, interesting. Zebot has officially caught Neb, and that is how close the leaders are in this race. After 40 minutes of racing. I think this is the closest it's been all day long after this amount of time. After kind of the first pit stops, never been close again. But here we go. Zebot in the Cadillac. Hasn't had an incident thus far. Cully had a major incident earlier in Stint 1, rolled at the car, and the mechanics, the Cadillac mechanics are the best in the world. Car look brand new. Looking into turn 1 on Neb for the lead of the race, tucks in behind for the lead of this race. Remember, first and second, no pit stops involved. This is for everything. Throw everything. And the kitchen sink at it. Zebot kind of cuts, but that's fine. No one cares. Neb just seems all over the place in his drift BMW. You see, Neb's not driving a hypercar, he's driving a drift car. Remember this, folks. The fact he's in first place with a drift car is phenomenal. Zebot gets close on the exit of the hairpin. They have GT traffic coming up now. One car and then a little bit of space between the next two. Neither can use the GT cat to their advantage this time. We'll follow each other through. Brains will be sacked after not holding the Zebot up this time. Money messing, guys. These guys don't have any dirty tactics like this. Do not worry. More GT traffic here now on the back straight. Can they use it to their advantage? Curve on the back straight. Oh, the Holland's on the grass. Neb goes around it nice and safely. The Cadillac has lost a little bit of time. He's going well back. Apparently. In slipstream. The final corner. Neb runs a little away. He's running away all day long. Is that he's blind? Who knows? Racing George is lagged out from P2. P2 in class. And GT has lagged out.
And now Walshy enters the pit for his second stop of the race. Again, we have 3 mandatory pit stops, which will all must be completed before the clock hits 30 minutes. You can only enter the pits after that if it is an emergency, i.e. damage or you underfuel the car significantly. You can obviously do more than 3 pit stops, but 3 are mandatory to do. Neb has just passed Walshy. Where's Ryzak in comparison? Coming down around Sunset Bend now. He's going on to the start finish straight. Walshy is rolling his way down pit road. This will be very close on the exit pits. We've Ryzak on warmed up tyres. He's done a lap or so on them already. Walshy will have cold tyres. We'll be fighting them coming out of the pits here. Walshy has been Ryzak out, but Ryzak is on warmer tyres, so he should close in on them quite quick here. And as I say that, he just enters the frame as we're overtaking the McLaren of Ghostly Phantom. Ghostly Phantom is ahead of the BMW of Waxy. Waxy doesn't just overtake at the moment. I think Ryzak will get
Walshy here down into a hairpin. He has good running him out of hairpin, coming through Fangio chicane now. I think he'll have him even into Cunningham corner here. He's very close up behind the BMW of Walshy. I think he's going to stick to back him into Allman straight if he doesn't get him down around the Collier curve here. And Howard turn now. Nice right-hander. Almost 90 degrees this corner. Almost 90 degrees down through Flying Fortress straight. The Bishop Bend is giving him a lot of pressure here now. I don't think Walshy enjoys this, but this is payback for the last 40 or so minutes. Is Ronnie Zach.
Walshy runs away, drifting around him on curve. Ronnie Zach gets through. Insane. Walshy loses it on the exit of Le Mans curve. And Zardak's through. Look at the gap between them now. Zebot in the pits, out in front of Neb. So Neb has had a problem because Zebot has beat him out of the pits. So Kadak leads the 12 hours of Sebring. Someone else like that, I'm guessing. Waxy! No, that was for, they were in 4th, man. That's tough. That is tough.
Waxy in the Raven Racing BMW unfortunately is just lagging in the race.
They get into some race distance.
Yeah, they will get
ideal. So Zach around the outside of Bartron, into Gungeon Bend. Can Zach hold it? Yes he can. Foco wide.
Very wide, I might add, through Le Mans curve here now. Zach's going to hold down the straight. I imagine will Bartron have a run down Ullman straight. I don't think he has anything on him at the moment. And I think Zach is going to succeed that position. Bartron looking to have a look on the inside, but I don't think he's going to try it there.
Bartron here now, still behind Jolly Zach. Can he get P3 in this race? Closing in. Gets a good run down the back straight. In the Porsche versus BMW. All German manufacturers yet again. Seaboss still leads the race. Michael Bartron has a sniff up the inside in the final turn. He'll be side by side down the start finish straight, not quite. Bartron goes to the outside, looks around, doesn't have a chance. Razak bends well, goes a bit wide, but Bartron doesn't have the momentum.
Has a little look to the inside of the turn there, but I don't think there's anything in it for him. Have a look around turn 3 here, and then to turn 4 towards Gurney Bridge now. And so that goes a tiny bit into the dirt and give Bartron a run down towards the hairpin. But the legs on that BMW just seem to be immense compared to this Porsche. The Porsche lines up behind him into the hairpin here as we go through Fangio chicane now. There's the GT car of Cosworth now is going to get involved. I think they should round him pretty much without any hassle at all. They look to make that done with light work.
We shall see.
GT car now holding up Neb here. The GT car of Yaku slightly got in the way of the BMW, but he made quick work of that and got past him, down past the Corvette of Apex Bay. Then touched a little. I don't know if he knew he was going to go for it there, but I think he made it away unscathed. He did only put 6% of fuel in on that stop, so he should be able to go to the end with this.
Bartron has gone past Charles Zach. We missed this. My fault, my bad. I was not paying attention. Charles Zach will have this probably be his last lap before he pits. Bartron has a few more laps in him.
This Razak closing up in here now behind Bartron in towards Bishop Bend, through Bishop Bend actually, into Ginyan Bend here now. As Razak is having a look, he's on the inside side by side and he's made the position through Le Mans curve. Somehow Bartron has conceded. I don't think he knew Isaac was going to take him there. No, Bartron trying to get him back down the all-man straight. I don't think he has the legs on that Porsche. That BMW is fairly quick on the brakes into the right-hander of Sunset Bend. Bartron going a small bit wider on the exit. Isaac has a good run down towards turn 1. Bartron is nowhere towards turn 1 at the moment. He just got jumped. Unfortunately, Isaac has another lap left in this video, I would say, before he makes his third and final pit stop. Wills has made his third and final pit stop. We would see good hard racing if we come back down into Gingy and Bend here now. Will Bartron try getting back from last lap Le Mans curve? Look pretty tidy here. Bartron has a nice exit out of Le Mans curve actually, down the all-man straight here now, drafting. And again, the Porsche just doesn't have the legs on that BMW. They're coming up to the back marker on the midfield of PTG Brains here.
Did he Wills pits again? For what?
He must have had damage or something.
Barton and Zardak pits at the same time.
As well as those PTG Brains, they've actually entered the pit behind him. Yeah,
Just wait and see what's the last lap before he makes his pit. Left sideways into Sunset corner. He's sideways, touches the wall. Gets away with no damage. That's not what he needs. Ziva will be comfortably out in front. While she in the pits now. Just another mistake there from Neb, unfortunately. Hits the wall. Gets away with no damage, luckily. And Ziva has a comfortable lead. Brains versus winner here. Gets through on the inside. And is easier, like, makes it easy for him.
And this is where it could get interesting. The GT cars could upset the flow of traffic here. We have a car coming out of the pits, I believe, and a GT car on the Bartron goes into the grass. Isaac right up the gearbox of that Porsche, almost pushing him through turn 2, 3, and 4 here. We come around Gurney Bend and towards Gurney Bridge. We have to run down towards hairpin turn here. I think Isaac might get the position here. He's looking, he goes towards the inside of the inside line on this corner, and they're on the brakes in the BMW who goes on the inside. They touch a little bit to keep it clean, and he's made the position. Isaac has made the position on the Battletron.
Battletron in turn 1, too far back. And no guys, Battletron is not a reference to Jugatron, but he gets a run out on Zodiac in turn 2. Down the inside. Side by side, Zodiac holds on, Battletron through, Zodiac on the grass. And Battletron makes the move stick. Battletron up into P3, but Zodiac is going back at him around the outside of Gurney Bend. Touching each other right now, jeez. Rear corner, front corner, bring around the outside, into the hairpin. And he makes it stick all the way around the outside, Zodiac. Battletron does not let him go that easy. Battletron holds on once again. Zodiac stops to the outside for Cunningham corner. Around the outside yet again. Can't get around there. Battletron holds on. These guys will not let it rest. Lapping GT cars here now on the back straight, Orban straight. While she just again slipping away. Doesn't quite have the pace for these guys. Need to fight it, watch it get a little bit closer. Yeah, got the BMW almost sideways, touches the back of the Porsche. Sunset curve. It gives him a run. Battletron will be not too happy about that one. Into turn 1, Zodiac on the outside. Porsche down the inside. Zodiac can't get the switch back. Battletron holds on just about. 4 minutes to go in this race. Can Battletron hold on against Zodiac? Phantom and Jardini have overtaken each other. Side by side on the way to the Le Mans curve. Jardini around the outside. Down the back straight, they're going to be side by side the whole way down the straight. McLaren on Mercedes. Mercedes and McLaren. Phantom just gets ahead. P5 in this race. Jardini tries the inside. McLaren blocks fairly well. Now to be side by side on the run to turn 1. Big moves happening. Third, fourth, and fifth covered by not even a second. Jardini not close enough here into turn 1. Phantom comfortably ahead. 4%, 2% now on that engine. Balatron Zodiac stop blitzes again. Hit the gun the end. Can Zodiac make it stick this time? He does. And Walsh is right there with the BMW. This is 3A5 for P3. Then Balatron just hold on to Zodiac, don't let him get away. Walsh is right there. 3A battle for P3. This is what we want to see. Balatron looks to the inside. Zodiac a little bit too far ahead. Walshy a little bit too far behind. As they were now down the start finish straight. Phantom and Johnny still as they were. Oh, GT car Holland just getting in the way, but keeps right out of the way. Good drive from GT. Balatron looking to the inside. Not quite close enough. On board now with Walshy. A fight for P3. 2 minutes remain, guys. Who will take it? Neb a little bit close to Z-Bot, but not close enough. Walsh try that inside? Nope, won't do it there. They lap, they're coming to lap Wills now. BMW versus Porsche versus BMW. That Porsche showing his own. BMW is definitely the faster car, but this Porsche driver, phenomenal driving. Wills there in the Rossman's Porsche, I believe. Yes. Beautiful livery. Robbins Porsche. What it was she as they go to lap the GT leader of Vasco, who's confident with 1 miles ahead of Apex Fiat. This gap kind of slipping away. No, Walshy just hanging on to this battle. Zodiac gets held up by the BMW. Balatron might have a run. Walshy looking too far back to make any moves anywhere. 1 minute remaining, guys. Thank you, SD or Guijara. Around the outside of winner, Walshy on the inside. Almost 3 wide down the start finish straight, 5 seconds to go. Who's going to take it? Porsche goes right up to Zodiac. Hey, train turn 2. They'll try it. Stays back. Better just stay clean and get the mileage in. And dive bomb and end up back there in the wall, you know. Corporate goes wide, holding all these guys up yet again. Wills gets held up by Zodiac gets held up. Wills is a lapped car, but can fight for the lead lap, but doesn't. Let's Zodiac go. Oh, the Porsche up. Pushes Wills through. Again holding the BMW up of Zodiac. Wills right in the way of this battle. He can fight for his lead lap. No, I don't think it's worth it. Oh, Zodiac goes wide. Porsche hits him. And then they stop. Again, a little bit too late. Look, that's way too late, guys. Very expensive damage caused. Brains definitely stopped too late. I think they all stopped too late. Oh, 100% damage. Is he about miles ahead of Neb? Jesus. Wins for Cadillac. Okay, guys, I need to leave. I need to go out and do my next stint. So we will return after these messages.